Okay, so today we are going to see the next data structure, that is dictionaries. Okay, so far we have studied lists, then files, and then we have seen strings, and earlier we have seen for loops, if statements, and all that stuff, right? Today we are going to see what are known as dictionaries. Okay, so far in collection we have seen only the list which can store any data type. Okay, now it says the collection is nice because we can put more than one value in it and carry them all around in one convenient package, and we can have a bunch of values in a single variable, right? Now dictionary is also like lists, but with a difference. Okay, so list, you can say, it's a linear collection of values that stay in order, like a bag of the packet of chips, right? So this Pringles, every chips is arranged, right? Dictionary is more like a bag of values, each with its own label. So in a bag we'll have keys, we'll have currency notes, and we'll have let's say mobile phone and so many other things, right? So that's a dictionary. It's not an ordered arrangement of values. Okay. So now dictionaries are the Python's most powerful data collection. Dictionaries are also used to do fast database like operations in Python. And dictionaries can have different names in different languages. Okay, it's called associative arrays in Perl or PHP. It's called map or hash map in Java. It's called property bag in C Sharp. Okay. Now in dictionaries, so in list we index the entries based on the position in the list, right? So for example, I have a list of 5 items. I know what is 0 item, 1 item, 2 item, 3 item, and fourth item. But dictionaries are more like bags. They don't have any order. So like in a bag, you cannot keep things in an order, right? So rather than using the index, we put the dictionary with the lookup tag. Now let's see what is a dictionary and how do we make it. So now let's say example, I have a dictionary called purse. Okay. So I hope your Azure is open. Let's start working now and start a new notebook. Okay. Where's that? Okay, so let's start creating this. So purse is a dictionary. So dictionary can be created using the dict function, dict. Now purse is an empty dictionary as of now. Now I want to add money in my purse. So money is called the key, and the amount of money will be my value. So that's why I want $12. So purse square brackets money is equal to 12. So within purse there is a key will be created which is money, and that is associated with $12, right? Then I want to add, let's say, candies also. I want to add 3 candies. So purse candy is equal to 3. So there are 3 candies in my purse. And let's say I want to put tissues also. So purse tissues is equal to 75. So now my dictionary has 3 items: money, candy, and tissue, which are the keys, and these are the values for it. And now once you print it, you will get this. And you will see that all of you might not get the same order. You can get a different order also. So now I cannot say that my 0th item is money, first item is tissues, and second item is candy. Not can you subset that way. So a dictionary cannot be subsetted using an index. It can be subsetted or extracted using only a key. So now if I want to extract how many candies I have, I will use purse candy. I'll get a 3. Do this quickly. Okay. So here is the purse. Let me create a A and a M, and that's a heading. Dictionaries. So now I have money in my purse, candy in my purse, and tissue in my unwrapped purse prevented. See this, even though I added like money, candy, tissues, I got money, tissues, and candy. And you might get a different order also. Have you got a same or a different order?
Different order.
Right. Okay. So no need to, you can never rely on an order of a dictionary. So now if I want to see the candies, I can simply use purse and then candy. I'll
Also,
get a
I
3.
got the same order.
Like money, tissues, and candy. That's okay. See, order is not important. That's the point.
Okay.
Okay, it's like you don't have any control on the order. Okay. Now see this. So now if I print purse candy, I'll get a 3, right? Now I want to add 2 more candies to my purse. So what I will do? I'll first of all call purse candy and then associate purse candy with 2 more values. Okay. Now if I print the purse, I get money, tissues, candy 7 now. It is 7 because I've executed it twice actually. Okay. Now let's say I want to add a coins also in the dictionary. So how will I add? So purse coins is equal to 5. That's it. So now I will have coins also. So this is how the dictionary actually looks like. Means I can create a dictionary like this also. So it will be curly brackets and then it will be separated by commas, and the key values will be separated by a colon. So key candy has a value of 5, key coins have a value of 5, key money has a value of 12, and key tissues have a value of 75. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's compare list and dictionaries. So dictionaries you can say are like lists except that they use keys instead of numbers to look up values. So for example, like we have an empty list and we can append and add a value in the list, right? So for example, 21 or 183, etc. And then you print, you can get it. And then if you want 21 back, you can simply put a list 0. It should be 21, not 23, sorry. Right? But in the case of dictionary, I have to add with a key. So I'll add, okay, there's a age, which is 21. There's a course, which is 182. Then I print it, I'll get this. And then again, age is 23, print it, you'll get this. Is it clear?
Yes.
Good. So what you can see is like in a list, we want to see the keys are actually the numbers in the list or the index in the list. But in the dictionary, the keys will be the course and the age. So here the index is constant. I mean, the index is fixed. Here means if the order can change. Okay. So let's see how we can create a dictionary. Dictionary literals use curly braces and have a list of keys.
Himanshu,
Yes.
this dictionaries are immutable, right?
No, you can mutate them.
But I tried to pin the plus then, but the value of candy didn't change.
Sorry, come again.
Earlier we added the value of candy, I mean that key candy,
Right.
by 3 now. So I added 3, but the value didn't change.
No, the value
Then
will
I again
change.
print.
It will change. See this?
Oh, I'll check again.
See, I started with money 12, money 12, candy 3, and tissue 75, right? So that was my initial. Okay, there's a coins also because the coins is already created. Sorry. Let me start from here. That's an empty dictionary. That's money, that's candy, that's tissue. That's my dictionary, okay? Now I wanted to print. I printed it's 3. Now I added 2 more candies. Now it's 5. Now I added coins also. The coins is also added, so it's anyways mutable, right? You can see from here also. Otherwise, why would I allow to add coins?
The orders can be anywhere.
The order can be
Order
anything,
same.
yes. Order doesn't make any sense here.
Actually, I didn't assign that value. Okay, I got it.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's okay.
Okay. So now dictionaries are basically you can say have a list of key value pairs. And you can make an empty dictionary using simply empty curly braces. So if you want to create an empty list, we use 2 square braces, right? Open and close. Similarly, using 2 curly braces, this one and this one, we can create an empty dictionary. Like here, oh, it's an empty dictionary. Okay.
Yes.
Now create this dictionary like this, JJJ, which has Chuck, Fred, and Jan. And these values. You can see from here. So curly braces, Chuck, colon 1, Fred 42, Jan 100. So the key values should be separated by a colon, not by an equal to.
Himanshu,
Yes.
in this case, so is it like a key should be always a string and a pair should be always an integer?
No, we'll see that also. Not necessary.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see that. Okay. So create this.
Himanshu,
Yes.
can we assign a multiple string as a single key and then assign it a single value?
Sorry, come
Assign it
again.
a
You want
single
to add
value.
multiple to the same key?
Yeah. Multiple string in the same key and assign it a single value.
Yes, means if you want to say like I have 5 coins and 5 candies. That's what we want to say.
No. I want to say that I want to create a list of Chuck, Fred, and Jan as a key and assign it as a value of 1.
Just like putting everything as one only. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
ये बोलो ना आप.
Yes.
So same like you have same coins and same candies.
So
What's the difference?
no. But unnecessarily the length of the dictionary will be increased. No.
No, but these are three different. It is no. But yeah, but you see, these are three different items, right? Three different keys.
Yes. Sir.
So this
Mhm.
value and this value is always associated with this key only. So this value doesn't know what is Fred.
Okay.
Okay. Or what
What
you?
if
Yeah, tell me.
what if in a dictionary 2 or 3 keys, say for example a dictionary is very long, say for example 100 keys are there,
Mm-hmm.
out of which 3 or 4 have single value.
Mm-hmm.
So can we assign those 3 similar key as a single value
No.
if this dictionary
No,
is
no,
too
no.
long?
Means you want to say that you want to map 4 keys with a single value, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, you cannot do that. And in fact, the key has to be unique.
Okay.
I cannot have 2 keys with the same name. It will throw up an error.
No. I'm not saying that the
No,
key
I
should
got your
be a
point. Yeah,
single.
I got your point. I told you that you cannot map multiple keys with the same value.
Mhm.
Means you can
Okay.
have to assign them separately and they will take a separate memory location. We can see it in the Python tutor. Okay. So let's see this. That's how it's created. Okay, now if I have one more, let's say ABC, which also has a value 1, right?
Mhm.
It's
So I
column.
always put a equal to this. I always this mistake that I always do. Yeah.
Both system. ABC after that you
I change it now.
It's fine.
It's fine, right? I think that was a
it's fine.
okay. See this now. So ABC is a separate key. Chuck is a separate key, right?
Mm.
Now let's say I put a Chuck again.
Give some
Okay, showing error here only. Sorry, that error is for equal
Mhm.
to. Which that is for. Okay. So it has overwritten Chuck by 100.
Okay.
Okay, but it will only exist a single value on Chuck. You cannot have multiple keys with the same name.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. And to create an empty list, you can simply do like this. So an empty list is created, empty dictionary. Okay. Good. Now let's do a problem here. Let's see how we can count name with the dictionary. I want to count most common name.
Mhm.
So for example, I give you these many names. Okay. I want to count which name is the most common. Right. And I want to do this with the help of a dictionary. So how to do that? Let's see this now. Okay. So it says one common use of dictionary is counting how often we see something. So now let's create a empty dictionary.
So empty dictionary we can create in two ways. One is the curly braces, one is this.
Yes,
Correct?
both the same thing. Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Now what I'm going to do is just a second. Okay. So first, no, just an example. Yeah. So what we are going to do is like first of all we are going to assign unique names that will be my keys here. Say as many unique persons are there, that as many keys will be I will have. So market, Jen, Zev will be my keys, right? And initially I will whichever name I see I will put them their value as 1 by default. And then what I will do as soon as I get the name again I will add this by value of 1, right? So that's how we are going to do it. Now let's see this. Okay. Now it says it is an error to reference a key which is not in the dictionary. And we can use the in operator to see if a key is in the dictionary. So for example, here I have only two keys, that is CSEV and C7C1, right? Now if I search for any other new name which is not there, so here there's an empty dictionary CCC, right? Now if I search for print CCC7, I will get a trace back. Key error CSEV, there is no key of by this name. Or simply you can simply search for this in CCC false. So why I'm telling you this is because we are going to run a loop now. So if it is false, then I will append in the dictionary. Otherwise, I'll simply increase the counter by 1.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now let's see this, how to do it. So now it says when we encounter a new name, we need to add a new entry in the dictionary. And if this is the second or the later time we have seen the name, we simply add 1 to the count of the dictionary. So the counts will be saved as a value, right? And the keys will be my names. So now let's do this. Okay. Now suppose if I give you a list of names and I have to count the frequency of each word. So let's create an empty dictionary counts. Okay. Now that's the list of names which I want to count. I pinged you that. Okay. So counts is dict. That's my empty dictionary. Okay, and then I have this names. Right. Now what I'm going to do? Write a for loop for name and names. Sorry. Okay. Now if name in counts, what should I do if name is in counts? Then counts name is equal to counts name plus 1, right? Else what I will do, I will append the dictionary. So counts of name is equal to 1. So now if the word comes for the first time, it will not go in this if. It will go in this else.
Yes.
Right? And we'll add the dictionary and keep the value as 1. So I have first occurrence of it. Then the loop will run again, and again the new word will, if the new word is there, it will again be assigned like this. Okay? And then after that I can simply print my dictionary. Print counts. Now let's visualize this execution here. So that's my code. Look at this. A empty dictionary is created. A list is created with this. Okay. Now for loop gets started. Okay. Now for the first iteration the name is CSEV. Right? Pointing to the first. This is CSEV now. Now let's see this. It had not entered in the if, it has entered in the this. Okay, now counts name is equal to 1. Now I'm going to add a word in this. Look here. See this now, and key is entered CSEV with a value of 1. And again I'm the for loop. Again I will go in the if not work, else will work. One more key added. Again this time if will work. Right? So counts will be incremented by 1. 2 is there. Again for loop. Again if. This time else. This gets added. And so on. This time one more gets added. And then I will simply go to the print and I will print the output. Okay. So this is a very, very standard code in dictionaries. Getting this?
Yes.
Yes, Samir done. Akshay done.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, very good. Now this is so common that there is a direct method in Python that's called the get method. So it says the pattern of checking to see if a key is already in a dictionary means my if construct, and assuming a default value if the key is not there is so common that there is a method called get that does this for us. Okay, now let's see this. So now we are doing if name in counts we used to add the value, else we used to give a default value. If name is already there, get me the value, otherwise assign as a default 0. Now the same thing can be done simply using x equal to counts.get name comma 0. So what it will do, whenever there is a name already existing, the value is 0. Sorry. If the name is not there, it will assign a value of 0. Okay. Let's see how we use it. Then it will be more clear. It says we can use get and provide a default value of 0 when the key is not yet in the dictionary, and then just add 1. Okay. So now what I can do from here is I can remove this if construct as well as the else also. Let's see how to do this. Okay. So these first two lines are the same. The for also is same. Now simply what I do is like I will like counts of name is equal to counts dot get name comma 0 plus 1. So what it will do is if name is not in counts, it will assign 0 to it. Otherwise it will get the value of that name from the value of the key name from the counts. Okay, let's do it in Python tutor only, it will be better. So So counts name is equal to counts dot get, what's the syntax, name comma 0 plus 1. Let's run this. See, empty dictionary list. The first name comes CSEV is get assigned a value. Now see this. What has happened is, now name CSEV came, it was not there, right? So I get the default value of it, it will get me a 0 and add a 1. So now I have a CSEV with a value 1. Now the next Swain will come, again same thing, added and a 1. Then Swain is, now we already have it, so this value will not be taken 0, this value will be 1 because C7 is already existing. So अब सीधा वो 2 हो जाएगा. And then we can simply print this.
So if you put again CSEV bin, it will be 3 only. It will increment to 1. That's correct, Himanshu?
Sorry, come again.
Now consider in the list contains one more CSEV also. So once you, so it will increment will increase to 3. Now it's 2. Now
Right. Yes,
correct?
yes. Perfectly correct. See this. Okay. See this. Now it will be 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Got this?
Yeah.
So again, this is a very common method, get. Okay. Now we can also use dictionary for counting words in my text. Say for example, I'll give you this text and I want to count the frequency of each word. Can you do this using files and this yourself? So in files we can read line by line, right? So rather than reading line by line, we should better read word by word. And if the word is not existing, I will create a key for it. Otherwise, I will simply, if it is already existing, I will increase the counter by 1. Right? Let's see how to do this. Here's a simple example. Okay. So the general pattern to count the words in a line of text is to split the line into words, then loop through the words and use the dictionary to track the count of each word independently. Now let's do this. So what I want to do is, like, I want to take the input from the user. Okay. So I create a dictionary, counts dict. Okay. Then I'm asking user to enter a text. Business bracket, yeah. Then I will take the input of that. Please do this simultaneously. Right. So now I have a statement from this. Now what I can do is, I'll use the split function. Words is equal to line dot split. And do you know what the split will do? It will convert the string into a list of all the words. Right? Now what I can do, now I can simply just write a for loop again. For word in words. Okay. Oops, sorry. Count of word is equal to count dot get word comma 0 +1. I think we're good. Sorry, I want to print also. Print. It's not count, it's counts. So sorry. Yes. And there's a mistake here also. Just go away. Now let's see this. Enter. So now here I have to now what string should I enter which has a lot of common words? Yes, that's the string. I'll paste you also this. Okay. Yes. So now we have this line created, right? The clown ran after the car and the car ran into the tent and the tent fell down on the clown and the car. Okay. Now see this. So versus line dot split. See this. Now words is a list like this of all the words, right? It's going a bit out of the screen. And now let's run this loop. Should run 654 times. So I'll just print last. See this, I'll get this. Da will be 7 times. Clown will be 2 times. Ran will be 2 times. After will be 1 and so on. Do this quickly. Let me know once you're done with this.
Sure. Yeah, once you're done. And could you just explain once again how that counts.get in the brackets word.0 plus 1 works?
Okay, sure. See this, that's my code, right? So up to here is so clear. So I created an empty dictionary, right?
Yeah.
Now what I'm doing is I started a for loop which is going to run in the list of words, right? So now let's say the first word will come. So that will become my key now, right? Now since that word is not, once this will, the RHS will run, what will do, it will see, okay, the word doesn't exist in my counts. The counts.get will work. Okay, and it will see that word is not there, so it will assign a value 0 to that key. And then 1 is added, so the value will be 1. So the first word in my case, the word was the, right? So the is entered. So the has become a key now. See this. Not this. Yes. See this now. The is added as a key in the count with a value of 1. Now the loop again will go to clown. So counts.get of clown. Okay. So there is no clown initially, so it will again be assigned a value of 0. So it will create a key in the dictionary with name clown and assign a value 0 to it. And that value will be added as +1 here.
Instead of assigning 0, you can directly assign 1 only, right? When it is there. Word gets clown now.
Okay,
So
good
when
point.
it's there,
No. Now the problem is how will you increment the counter next time?
Yeah, it's true. So here clown also value will be 1 only.
The clown, yes. So because I have one word, so the frequency should be 1 now, right? So clown should also be 1. Now ran will again be 1, then after will be 1. But next time the comes, so the is already there, so it won't take the default value. Rather, it will take the one which is already stored, which is 1. So it will be simply 1 plus 1, 2.
but again it assigns 0 to that, right?
No, it won't assign. If it is already there, it will take the value. See,
Comma 0 means it assigns that value to that.
right.
It's not like
To make it easier, let me add one more statement here. Let's add a print statement here. Print count dot get word comma 0. Right? One more bracket. Yeah. Now see this. Where is my, that's my string. Submit. Yeah. Okay, just have a look at the box. Now that is there, right? That is in the count. Sorry, it's counts, not count. See this. This value is printed, 1 is printed here for the. Why now? Because now it has already been added 1 here. Had the print statement before this line, the value would have been 0. ये भी कर लेते हैं. इसको अपन दोनों जगह रख देते हैं. इधर भी और इधर भी. And now let's see this. Oh shit, now where's the line gone? Yeah. See this now. Okay. Now look there in the output screen. There is a 0 here because that was not there. Now that is added and now I'll have a 1 here. See this, that's a 1 over there. Can you see this, Prabhakar?
Yes.
Then again, clown has become 0, then clown has become 1. And then it will keep on doing like this only. Okay, and some repeated values there, it becomes 2. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how we can write a counter in my using dictionaries. This we have seen. Okay, do one thing now. There's a file romeo.txt. Okay, I want you to count all the words in it. Now how will you get romeo.txt? Can I share from here? That will be difficult for you. Okay, Romeo is there, right? Yes, I have pinged you the link. So you have to open the file, read the file. I'll now show you the code, and give me the frequency of all the words in the file. I hope you can do it. Dude, I'll just come. I'll just get some water. Okay. Yep, done.
Yeah, almost. Just 1 minute.
Okay, sure.
Himanshu,
Yeah.
I'm pinging you the code. Just check whether it's right or not.
Okay, do that. Just a second. That lines is equal to fn, or like I can see a hyphen, not an equal to sign.
Oh, sorry. That is a mistake. Whatever time.
I think that's the mistake. Yeah. Yes. How about others? Samir, Akshay.
Yeah, got the.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Samir done.
No, just 2 minutes. I'll check.
Okay, finish it. अक्षय अपना कोड भी पिंग करो, हो गया तो.
Yeah. 2 minutes.
Himanshu?
Yeah.
How can we get the total list of each in a dictionary? Is there any method for that?
Sorry, come again. Total.
Total number of keys. I mean, it can. I mean, is to describe all the keys. I mean, is to list all the keys in a dictionary. Is there any method for that?
Means you just want to list all the keys.
Keys. Yeah, in a dictionary.
I think there will be a method for that. And you want to save in a file or list or something?
No, as simple. I mean, we are just for the sake of simply.
Okay, so
we
yes,
are
it
doing,
is there. Just hold on. Let me show you. Just put counts dot. See all the methods involved in count. Just a second. कांड कर रहा हूँ इसको मैं. ये देखिए. For example, this we have done. Or it was like. Okay. I have a count dictionary, right? Count dot. See this. ये यूज कर लीजिए. Sorry. सारी आ जाएंगे आपकी.
Okay.
So it's a method in the. Yeah, we have method in dictionary. Similarly, we have all this.
Similar way. Okay.
So items will, I think, give you both the things together. Yeah. So now this is called as a tuple. We see what is a tuple later on. Right, these brackets. And then you have values. Not sure about values though. You have values, yes. So all the values are in a list. Okay.
Okay. These keys and value will come as a list inside this dictionary, right?
Yeah.
Keys will be also come as a list, and okay. Then can we subset? I mean, the keys only inside the dictionary.
Sorry.
If the key comes inside a list in a dictionary, can we subset using the? Can we subset using this list? I mean, inside the dictionary.
No, not getting you. No. See, if you want to substitute, you can substitute with the help of a key. So if you want to use multiple keys, that's what you're asking?
No,
say for example, sun, let's say, let's try this. It should give me value of sorry, not this bracket should not be there. So count of sun will give me a 2, right? Now can I pass a multiple list? I'm not sure about that. Let me see. Arise. No, you cannot pass a list over here. No, I don't think you can miss. You cannot get. Let me just check that the notes once. No, that won't be possible.
Okay.
Yes, can you move ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So this we have done. Now let's see how to write definite loops in dictionaries. It says even though dictionaries are not stored in order, we can write a for loop. Just a second, Akshay has pinged me a code. Lines f dot read words, lines dot spread print words. Okay. Just a second. Yes, that's correct, Akshay.
Yeah, okay, Himanshu.
Yeah. Okay. So it says we can write a for loop that goes through all the entries in a dictionary. Actually, it will go in all the keys in the dictionary and looks up the values. So जो आप कह रहे थे, you can use a for loop for that, for writing multiple keys. Right? So what you can do, let's do it quickly. So there's a dictionary over here, counts, Chuck, Fred, and Jan, which we already created earlier. For key and counts, print key and counts of key. So we'll get the keys and the counts simultaneously.
If you just do print counts, then also it gets the same thing, right? It's a column thing extra.
Sorry, come again?
If you just print that dictionary count, print counts,
Mm-hmm.
it also fetches things.
Sorry, come again?
If I just print counts,
Print counts will
these
give you
two
the
are
complete dictionary with both the things.
okay.
See this. So you're telling this is my dictionary, right? And you
Yeah,
say you want to print
dictionary.
counts, right? So we give you the dictionary back as it is.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm doing it one by one. So I can stop it also. If I want just the first five, you can do that also. Or now you can pass a list of keys here instead of counts, right? Okay. Now, as we were discussing earlier, how can we retrieve the list of keys and values? Okay. So one way is like if you just print apply list on the dictionary, you'll get all the keys. See this. if I apply the list, okay, sorry, I will get all the keys. Okay, else you can use the keys command also. It's a method inside the dictionary. If you want the values, you can use the values. Okay, and now if I want to print both jj.items, see this, I'll get it like this. So inside a list, what we have is known as a tuple.
Okay.
Okay, what is a tuple? That's the next chapter. Done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, we have to execute that.
Yeah, it's just one line,
Yeah.
keys, values, and items.
Yeah. 1 second.
Okay. Okay. Now we can actually use two iteration variables while looping across a dictionary. So you can loop through the key also, okay, as well as the values also. Now let's see this. So there's a dictionary, this one, right? Chuck, Fred, Jan. Okay, I've overwritten it. Okay, that's okay. Now what, I will just remove it. It's better to remove this. Yeah. Okay, that's my dictionary. Now what I'm doing is I can loop across both the things, A and BBB.
What is this A and BBB? So, I mean,
A, any names, I, you can use IJ also, not any indexes, two iterants. These are two iteration variables that I'm using, A and BBB. So the A will loop across the keys and the B will be loop across the values. So let's see if I use +1 over here. Now see this. So 243 and 10. One is added to all the values.
So first one will be the key and second one will be the values.
Exactly.
Himanshu?
Yes.
Yeah, but you are doing +1 for only the values, right?
I can only add one in the values only. I cannot add in the keys. It's a string. It will throw an error.
But how it goes for the next key? I mean, yeah, key pair.
Come again?
How it goes for the next key pair?
Not getting you.
So for A, comma BBB, A points for key, right?
Right.
BB for values.
Right.
So first it prints a check and 2.
Right.
and next iteration,
It prints
A
Fred.
remains like that. BB,
No, A becomes
Fred
Fred.
output.
I mean, how
Sorry?
Fred output.
BBB, I mean, increments by one, but AA also increments by one.
No, no,
And
no.
how does it point to the?
No, see, what are, okay. First, do you know what are the values in JJ items? Have you seen that? Look at
Yeah,
this. Items is have a tuple
all.
of both Chuck, both the keys and the values, right?
Yeah, correct.
So when I run the A is working on Chuck, then Fred, then Jan. So A will work
Could you
like
just show us
this.
Python tutor?
Sure, I'll do that. See this. Let's say I have this. That's my dictionary, right? Now for
Yeah.
A, comma, BBB in JJJ dot items. Okay. I'm simply printing A, comma, BBB plus 1. That's what you want, right?
Yes.
So this will not be printed, so I'm removing it. If you want, I can print JJJ. Yes, now let's do this. And let me execute it. So dictionary gets created, right? Chuck, Fred, and Jan.
Yes.
Then a loop starts. See this. A becomes Chuck, BB becomes 1.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, now it's going to execute this print. So now BB is printed as 2, 1 plus 1. Chuck and 2 is printed. Now look at this. Now this is the red cursor, right? So now BB A becomes Fred, BB becomes 42. And while printing, I increment a 1. Now what will A becomes? A will become Jan. And then BB becomes 100 and then I will increment 1. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, what was the doubt?
Yeah, I mean, how this was incrementing, AA, how it was incrementing was the doubt.
That was increment. Only values will increment. Keys will I don't know.
Yeah, so A will it's not incrementing, it's just moving across the loop.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I mentioned.
Okay. What is this? I forgot. Okay, now do this question. You have this Romeo.txt file, right? So you have I want you to find the word with the maximum count in Romeo.txt. Find the word with the maximum count in Romeo.txt. Do this, I'll be back in a few minutes. Hello. Yes, done. Oops. Yes, quickly. Prabhakar, Samir, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Can you? Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. हुआ कि नहीं हुआ?
बीच में कुछ फंस रहा हूँ कहीं पर.
ओके, करिए जल्दी. अक्षय हो गया? So one way will be like you can simply you find the first of all you have to find the frequency of each words, right? Then what will do after that? So you created a dictionary which has the keys as the words and the values as the frequencies, right? Now I want to find out the key which has the maximum frequency, right? Now one way is you can write a for loop again.
Himanshu, can't you use that max count? Such function is not there.
Yes, you can use. For that you can apply max on a list.
Okay.
Okay, so what you can do is how to go about that? Yes. So one way will be you can use the max function on the values only, right?
Yeah.
So you can find the maximum value. But then you have to find the corresponding key for that. How will you do that?
First, we'll be having all the key value pairs, right? In that which has the maximum values that we will be printing, right?
Yes.
That will print only value and not key.
No, not getting you. See this,
My
let
question
me
is,
create.
if you go for max means, it will print only the value,
Right, not the keys, right?
not the case. Yes.
Exactly. So now what to do? So far what we have done, if I execute this, right? Let me do here only, not any other cell. So print of counts. So that's my dictionary.
Hmm.
Okay. Now you can apply counts dot values, right? And then the max of it. Where is that? Yes. So that's 3. But now what to do? If I apply, let's try this also. Well, what will that print? Okay, it's printing yonder. So, but is yonder with the maximum frequency? I'm not sure. No, I said the answer is. So yonder it is printing the word with the maximum count. Not count, sorry. The biggest word. Means which has the maximum length of it. Means it is only looking at the keys, not the values. So you should not use this. Right? Other thing is you can use the values, of course. I have to use it as a function to call it. Right? Now is there any way that I can find the corresponding key? The other way is, let's go for a loop. Okay. So what we have done is we have defined a big count as none and big word as none. Now I'm running again 2 loops for word as well as count in counts.items. Okay, now this I can give you better. Okay, let's do this first and I'll tell you other way out. If big count is none, or count is more than big count. Okay. See, for example, now the count for the first word is there. So big count is still none. Right? And count is greater than big count. So this will be true. So I'll assign that word in big word and count in big count. Next time this will not hold true, but this will hold true. If the count is more than that value. And then I will get the word and the key. Try this. Other way is I can for word comma count in counts dot items. Right? If count is equal to max of counts dot values. That's other way around. If this condition is true, then my word will become, then my big word becomes my word. What? Yes, tell me.
I just found a way on GitHub to find the corresponding key using values. Shall I ping you there?
Do that.
I just pinged you.
Okay.
But here we have the frequency of the value, right? It has maximum.
Okay, my dict is George key 19. Print list my dict dot keys. So it will print you George a number. Then list of my dict dot values. What will this do?
Basically, so what I think that the second that inside that bracket, that index 16.
देखो उसने पहले this thing has printed the keys, right? That is George and Amber list is printed, right?
Yes, sir. This is like a subsetting only, sir. Right.
No, but now it is subsetting. Okay, just
Using the
let me.
index.
I have to check the brackets first. Okay, this bracket closes here. So this is giving me a list of George and Amber, right?
Yes, sir.
Then it's subsetting with a list of values.
Whose index is 16.
Dot index 16. What will this do? Index 16 will return.
Index 16 will return the corresponding key, sir.
Just a second. My dict dot values dot. Okay, there is a function called index on it. Let's say 16. Dict value update has no attribute to this. Where does this bracket closes? This bracket closes here. Okay. So it's a attribute of a list, not of a dictionary.
Exactly.
No, it will give you. Okay, what it is doing is, see this. Let's print this step by step, okay? Let's print this first. Just see this. This is a list of George and Amber. List of key this we can also do, right? There's nothing great in this. Now what it is doing is, it is rather than using this, it is using another list of this. So if I use this separately, will it print? No, this is a subset of what? No, sorry, not this brackets, just this. No. My dict dot values will give me the value 16 and 19. Yes. I've converted into a list. Let's say this. Why is this throwing an error now? The brackets are correct.
We have to remove that list because anyway that value is function.
Come again?
That my dict of value, we have to remove that list, right? Anyway, we call the keys and value without using the list only.
No, but see, it will, yes, it will give you like this. Okay. Now what are the methods possible? Let's say I have index. Now it says 16. It will give you an error. Because attributes has only there are two possible attributes like 0 and 1. If you pass a 0, it's again shown 0. Just pass index. It says dict values object has no attribute index. So you cannot do it like this. That's why it is converting into a list like this. and like this. Now if I do this, index is at least one argument, 0 given. So let me give a 0. 0 is not in the list. Okay, now it's okay. Now let's pass 16. 16 is not in the list. But 16 is in the list. If I print this, I have a 16 and a 19. Right? Let's try 19. It doesn't give this also. So what it is doing is it is getting the values of keys and subsetting with the. I'm not sure what he is trying to do here. No, there will be a better way to do that. We can find. I think we can find that. It's showing George here. If I put a 19 over here, it's showing a number. Okay, just let me just check that. Okay, let's finish it first. I'll do that. Okay. ये हो गया क्या आपका?
Yes, sir. You.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Maximum count always.
See this. So actually there are 3 words with the same frequency. 333. Now one option was doing like this. Okay. What I have done is I have used maximum also, but again in the inside a loop. So what I have done is I ran a loop in word and count, both the things. And if count is equal to max of counts dot values. If this is true, I will append the big word with the word. So all those words which have the maximum frequency I will get. Right? So I have 3 words, the, is, and. In this case, you will get only the first word. See this, you will get only the. Because it's just keep on overwriting it. That's why I use the list over here. Okay. Prabhakar, I will tell you a better way of inverting. Just give me some time.
Yeah, sure.
There's a better way. I will do a way of inverting the list dictionary. Okay. How many of you have done this thing? That is the. I'll just remove this. Way of. Yes, is it done?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Now let me show you one more thing here. So as you asked, it's not necessary that the keys can only be strings. So here keys are my numbers, and values can be anything. It's 2, 1, 2, and then 3 is a value. Okay.
Vanshu, can you just bring me that code? Oh, big word.
Okay. So this is without that max function.
Yeah, this one.
Sure. And this is with that max function. And it prints all the values which has the highest frequency.
Thank you.
No issue. Now let's move ahead quickly. And let me open other things also. Other files here. Dictionary. Okay, now see this very quickly. Okay, so we know what is a dictionary now, right? It's a key value pair where the keys must be unique, the values may be duplicated. So for example, assignment grade A1, A2, A3, 80, 90, 90. So A1, A2, A3 are the keys. These are my values. Now how do we modify a dictionary? Okay, so one is the in function. So we can see check whether object is a key in dictionary or not. So if I search A1 in ASIN to grade, it will see a true. I can only search for a key. I cannot search for a value like this. If I put 80 in this, it will give me a false, even though 80 is inside it, but 80 is a value here. Then if I run the len of a dit, it will return the number of keys I have in the dictionary. So here I have 3 keys, A1, A2, A3. Now if I want to remove a particular key from the dictionary, I can simply use the del function. Delete dict and key. You can use this quickly. So you remember this. Okay.
Yes.
And now we know that if I want to add a key, I can simply use this to add it. Dict of key is equal to value, right? This we've already seen. Now how do I assess information from dictionaries? So one way is like we can simply write a for loop. So if I just write for assignment and grade, the for loop will run only on the keys. So read this. It says dictionaries are unordered. That is the order the order of the key value pairs are added to the dictionary has no effect on the order in which they are accessed. So here we have A1, A2, A3, but the print will be A1, A3, A2. So here we have only printed the keys. I can also print the values. Okay, do this. This is good. So I can simply print the values like this also. Right? ये समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा?
But values का order also that also changing 80, 90, 70.
Yes, it will change. Yes.
अब ये कोड थोड़ा पेस्ट कर दीजिए चैट विंडो में.
ये वाला?
हाँ यार.
Okay. थोड़ा कट हो गया, एक सेकंड फिर से भेज रहा हूँ. Now if you want, one way was that items and all that can be done anyways, but you can do like this also. So if I run a single loop on the dictionary, if I print assignment, it will print me the key, but if I print this, it will give me the values also like this. So this is also correct. Okay. Now a dictionary can be empty also, which we already seen. Then we have heterogeneous dictionaries also. So dictionary can have keys of different types. One key can be of type int, another can be of type str also. See this. Here apple is a key with a value 1, which is numeric. 3 is a key with a value of 4, which is int. So keys can be of different data types also. That's perfectly fine. So are the values also. Okay. Now see this immutable keys. It says the keys of a dictionary must be immutable. Means I cannot mute a key. Therefore, lists, dictionaries, and other mutable types cannot be used as keys. The following results in an error. Now let's try this. I have D as this. ये सब कहाँ है यार? ये अंडा. Okay, that's list comprehension that I've taught them here. Okay. Now D of okay. So now what I'm trying to do here is see, key can be of any data type, right? So I'm trying to add a list as a key here. But since lists are mutable, so what I'm doing is like I'm adding a key in the D dictionary which is of value 1, that's my list as a key. So if I want to assign this key as a value banana, it will throw an error. But the same thing I can do using a tuple, which is a sequence, which we'll see later, like D 1, 2. Now this 1, 2 complete is a key, which can have a value banana. And then let's print D. See this, now this is also added.
Okay.
Done?
Yeah. Hey, Himanshu. Himanshu.
Yes.
Yeah. In the first, we are trying to assign key as a list
Exactly.
to as a banana. So, can you please explain once again?
Okay. So here I have D has 2 keys. One is apple and another is 3. Right?
Right.
Now I want to add one more key, which is actually a list. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I try doing it, it throws up an error, unhashable type list. I cannot use a key over here, list as a key, because lists are usually mutable data type. Means I can change the values, right, in a list. But keys cannot be muted in a dictionary.
That's why we are using tuple here, right?
Yes, so that's why you cannot use a list over here, but tuple will do.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why you see that you have usually used string as a key, because strings are also not mutable, right? Okay. Where is that gone? Yeah. So this was something additional for dictionaries. There's one more interesting thing chapter here. What is that? This we have covered. This we have covered. Inverting is not covered. Now let's see how to invert. Now this is again an interesting part. Okay. Now I want to switch key as keys and values, let's say. Okay. So it says dictionary have keys that are unique and each key has a value associated with it. Right? For example, here is dictionary mapping fruit to the colors. Now do this. Create a dictionary fruit to color. So watermelon is, let's say, green, pomegranate is red, peach is orange, cherry is red, pear is green, banana is yellow, plum is purple, orange is orange. Shall I ping you this?
Yes.
So create this dictionary. Right? Done? Now I want to invert those. Means I want to create a dictionary which is called color to fruit, which has color as the keys and fruit name as the keys. Sorry, values. Try doing it. So let's say I like a write a loop here for keys in fruit underscore color. Better is for fruit in fruit underscore color. Okay. Let's create one more empty dictionary first. Color to fruit is my empty dictionary. Okay. Now how to invert? Yes. So now fruit is what? Fruit is my key, right?
Yes.
So fruit to color will be what? Sorry, fruit to color of fruit will give me the values, right?
Yes.
So what I can do is I can create color to fruit, square bracket this, right? And is equal to fruit, right? And then I will just print color to fruit. See this.
Okay.
Now there's a difference between the two. It's not exactly opposite. Try to identify that. Find the difference between the two.
In fruit to color, there are total 8 keys, but here there are 5 only.
Right. Why?
So there are 2 grains and those things are there.
Exactly.
Watermelon green.
Yeah, so because the key should be unique, right? But the colors are not unique. Colors are we have multiple multiple values for the same color, right? For green it is watermelon also, it's for pear also, so it will be overwritten.
Yes.
So whenever the green is there, so it will be overwritten. That's why we have green as pear, which was the later value, not the watermelon.
Okay.
Okay, but still it's a useful technique to invert the two. So I think Prabhakar, you can use this for that also.
To
Keys
get
to
the
values, values to keys.
okay.
I think that's the same thing, right? Let's try that also.
Yeah.
So what was that list? George and Amber, right?
Mhm.
Where was that?
Yes.
I'll use that example only. Yes. Okay, and then I'll just simply do this. For name in my dict. So just you should, this assignment should be very clear to you. If this is clear, the rest code is easy,
Yes.
right? So just make sure that this assignment is good. So invert dict is this. Yeah. So, but this will only work if we have unique values. Otherwise, they will be overwritten. Okay, because that's not the purpose of the dictionaries.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what we have got. So this we have already seen that. Okay, it says the resulting dictionary is missing some fruit. This happens since colors which are keys are unique, so later assignments using the same color replaces earlier entries. A way to remedy this is to map colors to a list of fruits. Now this is much more interesting. What we are doing now is, so rather than saving, see here what was happening was like if we had a same key, again the value was replaced, right? Rather than that, what if we have the value as a list, so it keeps on appending. Getting this? See this, so rather than fruit is equal to this, so how to do that? कैसे करेंगे? Any idea? What I want is now is like the value should be actually not a single value, it should be a list here. Yes, Prabhakar Akshay. So this fruit value, right? I want to append in a list. कैसे करेंगे सोचो थोड़ा 2 मिनट. Yes, please. See this. If you understand this loop correctly, now what I'm doing here is this color to fruit is a dictionary, right? And this is the key of that dictionary, right? And so now this will give me the value of that particular key, right? And that's the name of so we are assigning the name of the fruit to that key. ये जो key है इसको ये fruit assign हो जाएगा, right? The output of this is a color. So now if I get two same keys, this value will be overwritten. But rather than doing that, what I want is I want to get it appended. Okay, but now the problem here is, see, one way is like if this is not, this is a value, if I can use an append, this should work. But the problem is this is not a list, so I want to declare this as a list. देखते हैं इसको एक बार कैसे करना है. See this. So this is a dictionary. This is okay. So what it does now is it says we need to consider two cases when adding a color and fruit to a dictionary. One is if color is not a key in the dictionary, add it with its value being a single element, a list consisting of the fruit. If it's not already there, I want a key and a value, right? That's perfectly fine. But if the color is already a key, I want to append the value fruit name to the list, right? So what we are doing now is for fruit in fruit underscore color, what color is the fruit? Let's save it in color. इतना करते हैं चलो. So this is common. Right? Color is fruit to color of fruit, right? So what will this give me? It will give me the color of all the fruits, one at a time, right? But now what I will do is I will write a if construct here. If not, color in color to fruit, means if this key doesn't exist in it, what I will do, I can simply assign that value, right? That is, sorry, color to fruit, color is fruit, right? But if it is there, what will I do? I want to append it. How is it he appending it? Good, okay, it's pretty simple. So simply is telling it to append it. Color to fruit. So I think our should also work then. Color dot append and then fruit.
This Himanshu, the append will work in a dictionary also?
No, append will work only on a list. That's the issue here. So how is it using it here? Color to fruit, color dot append fruit. Okay, this is the game here. I will just pass it not as a. This is the difference between the first and the second. Yes. And now it will work. Yes. See this now. So our earlier code was completely correct if it was just a list over here. I think it should work. Cannot assign to a function call. Okay, not like this, rather like this. Key error red. Okay, leave it, I will see it later. Okay, do this. So what I'm doing is like if the color is not there, I will create a key value pair. Otherwise, I'll simply append that value of the key. Done?
Yeah. So, is there any zip function in Python?
Sorry?
Is there any zip
Yes,
function in
zip
Python?
is there, right. So that can be used if you have to combine multiple elements and use multiple looping on that.
So can you please explain?
Sorry?
can you please explain? I mean, example.
Okay, I'll just show you this. Just a second. Where was that? We wrote a loop for A, B, 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 right?
Yeah.
Where was that? This was that loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. Okay. Now how we wrote a loop for A, comma B, B, B in JJ dot items, right? And print A, comma B, B, B. So in this case, it was already a tuple, right? But otherwise, like if I have like this keys, comma JJ dot values. So now I can zip this too. And write a loop on this. Right?
Okay.
So means you have two different things, two completely different thing. You can simply combine them, and then you have two iterants, two things you can loop around.
So in the similar, we can use the zip function to get the inverted list of map and values. I mean keys and values, right?
Yes, how to do that?
Just can you give me 1 minute?
So if you want to write a zip here, so you want to write a loop on keys and values.
No. We can bypass that loop also. I mean, just by using this one. Yeah, this one.
Have you pinged me something?
Yeah, I'm pinging you. Himanshi, I pinged you.
You got the values. Just a second. So you're creating a dictionary with these two zipped values.
Yeah, I'm just inverting their values.
Yeah, that's fine. So now what you're doing is like you have zipped the two values together, right?
Yeah.
And you can use a dict on it. Okay. Good. This is also fine. But the other way is, yeah. But you cannot create a list like this, right? Means if you want to append the values.
Yeah, that
won't work, right? Other thing is, I'm taking the values first and keys first, and it's automatically creating a dictionary of it. So now it takes it as a single value. What if I don't use a zip, rather I just use a dictionary of this and of this? Most one arguments. Okay, so you have to pass only one argument. That's why you have to zip it together. Right, good. So I can use a zip and it just zips it. Yeah, see this is also a good way.
Can we take a small break about
we'll just take. Let's finish the dictionary and then we'll take that. Okay. Yeah, clear? So this is clear, the inverting. The other way is this zip function is also very handy in Python. So what zip function does is it zips to object, and now you can run loops on all the elements of the zipped objects. So for example, I have I and j values, right, which are two lists, and then I want to run a loop on both of them. So I can simply use a zip of the two, and then I can combine the two loops.
Zip in the sense it combines, Himanshu.
Yes, it combines two things. Yes. Okay.
Himanshu,
Yes.
can you give us some cheat sheet for Python where we can find all the methods that can be invoked on a particular? I mean, day by day we come across new function. I mean, it's hard to recall all those.
No, see, so you want so cheat sheet for data science? So see, the cheat sheet will be very different. Means you want Python cheat sheet, then you can get so many.
Yeah, Python.
See this.
And Himanshu,
Mm-hmm.
all these things will be used in data science when we build models and all.
Not much. But these are the basics of Python. See, you have to know everything, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
It's to understand the Python coding
yeah.
most of the times.
Otherwise, you need to know how to you need to know how to write a for loop or a while loop, right? You need to know what is a dictionary, what is a list.
Yeah. I mean, do we need to write in-depth code like this, or
Usually, you won't see in R also. We mostly use all the data frame functions and all, right? So most job will be done on NumPy, Pandas, and scikit-learn.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
See, and Matplotlib. Matplotlib is for plotting. NumPy is for arrays or metrics, and Panda is for data frames. Okay, and then scikit-learn is for machine learning.
Yeah.
That visualization also, that is part of scikit-learning or everything?
That's my Matplotlib visualization. So I'll teach you that as well. Yeah.
So basically, mostly whatever you studied in R are the same looping part, those things you need to mostly. Because while building the model also, you need to use those stuff.
Sorry, I'm not getting you. Come again.
R also mostly concentrated this looping part and some of the deep level stuff only for manipulation. So here also we need to mostly should not know about the depth coding, but basics should be strong.
Right.
Python perspective.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll look into it. Yeah.
So this is one way you can, if you want. It will cover a lot of things. See, looping through keys. Then we have functions here. So this you don't need to work on inheritance. Try except we already seen. Okay. Then append we have seen. Sort we have seen. Reverse we have seen. Right. So yes, I think this is a good. What is that? So that's your dictionary also. There is one more very good function called enumerate. I will teach you that also after the break. It's a very pretty big cheat sheet, yeah. How many pages are there? 26 pages of cheat sheet.
It's a book only, sir.
Sorry?
It's not a cheat sheet, it's a book only.
It has put everything there. They're putting you the link for that cheat sheet, okay? Okay, let's break now for 10 minutes and then we'll resume. We'll start with tuples now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
अभिषेक लाइटर फेंक तो भाई इधर। This China kids are. मिल गया बे? आ जा। अभिषेक भाई थोड़ा सा पानी दे सकते हैं भाई? थैंक यू। थैंक्स भाई।
Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Is everyone back?
Yes.
Oh.
So after the class, can you please share the PDF and all those PPT and all those?
Yeah. ये तो ऑलरेडी मेल की हुई है मैंने पीडीएफ तो नहीं गया
I
इसका
think इसका नहीं किया.
अच्छा इसका नहीं गया ठीक है करता हूँ इस वीक मोस्टली आपका मॉडल पूरा तैयार कर देता हूँ मैं होपफुली आई विल डू दैट So where is the tuples now? Yeah,
आप
tuples.
कुछ enumerate function बोल रहे थे.
हाँ पहले tuples बताता हूँ फिर enumerate बताऊँ ठीक है
Okay.
Okay. So now let's see the last data type, that is a tuple. So it says tuples are like list. So tuples are another kind of sequence that functions much like a list. They have elements which are indexed starting at 0. So now for example this is a tuple. Okay. So the creating it is simply a small two brackets. Like y is 192, it's a tuple. Right, and you can use the functions also of a list like max and all. Let's see this now. So let me quickly create one more folder.
All built-in function we can use in tuple.
We'll see that. So we have dictionary files. Let me create a folder. And it is tuples. Now what I'm planning is like I can share this dictionary or this library with you, which will have all the codes and files and notes also. So this also work, right? So this you can clone and you can see as it is in your as you know Azure
Notebook.
account. And where's tuples now?
Folder you have created.
किधर गया यार?
Search कीजिए वहाँ पे.
Page 2 में है वो. So new computer, choose files, and then where's my tuples? There's the notebook, that's the PDF, that's the HTML, and there's the assignment. Yeah, so let's start with this. Okay, so that's a tuple. You could run the type, you'll get a tuple, and you can index it similarly to your list.
Himanshu, the difference between list and tuple should be
We'll
there.
see
It would
that.
be square bracket.
Yeah, there's a syntactic difference, but there are other differences also.
Okay.
Tuples are immutable. So I cannot assign a new value to a tuple. But you can do that for a
Like
list, right? Sorry?
It's
No, lists are mutable.
like
it's
yeah.
mutable. Yeah.
Tuples are not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
See this for iter and y, print iter, so you can all this thing will work. Like looping, you can do looping, you can apply max. But tuples are mutable. Unlike a list, once you create a tuple, you cannot alter its contents. Similar to a string. So that's where we use tuple when we don't want somebody to append it or change it. Right. So now see this. I can append a list. I cannot append. No, I cannot mutate a string. I cannot mutate a tuple. Okay. You will get an error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Right. So there are certain things that you cannot not to do with tuples. So you cannot sort a tuple. So there is no attribute sort for tuple. You cannot append a tuple. And you cannot reverse a tuple. So all these things you can do for a list, but you cannot do for a tuple. So sorting it will be like mutating it, so you cannot do that. Okay. Now if you see the methods in list and if you see methods in a tuple, list we have seen there are so many methods like index, insert, all that stuff. Tuple has only two, count and index. That's it. So why do we use tuples? Since Python does not have to build tuple structures to be modifiable, they are simpler and more efficient in terms of memory use and performance than lists. So in our program, when we are making temporary variables, we prefer tuples over lists. Okay. Now tuples and assignment. Now it says we can also put a tuple on the left hand side of an assignment statement. Now this is very common. So I want to save two values simultaneously, 4 comma Fred. So I can simply use put x and y is equal to 4 Fred. 4 will become x, y will become Fred. And you can omit this parenthesis also. कर लीजिए. See
It's
this.
a bunch of heterogeneous data also. Tuple.
Yes, everything is possible. Yes. So
So
tuples are more.
what are the major advantages of tuple over list?
Major advantages, it is not it is immutable, right? So
Okay.
it you cannot append its value. Memory wise, it is very efficient. That's it. Where is the okay. Now see this x comma y is 4 comma Fred. I can also write like this. X comma y is 4 comma Fred. Now what is x? So you can do this also. X will be a 4 and y will be a Fred. Okay. Okay. Now let's come back. Okay. Now let's see tuples and dictionaries. So we have this dictionary which has two keys, right? And if you remember, we were running loops on both keys and values. So this KV was actually a tuple only, right? And the item methods returns a tuple itself, right? This we have seen last time, right? If you want, you can write this code. So now I'm printing, when I write like this, K and V is again a tuple. Okay. So in short, if you have two different kind of items and you want to just combine them together, you can simply use a tuple. Okay. Okay. Now tuples are comparable. The tuple comparison operators work with tuples and other sequences. If the first item is equal, Python goes on to the next item and so on until it finds elements that differ. So see this 0, 1, 2 less than 5, 1, 2. It will give you a true. Why? Because 0 is less than 5, that's it. It won't look at the other objects.
In second case, how is true? 0 is less than 0. This thing.
Go to the next item, right?
Sorry?
Now I'm asking the second one. It will do the next statement. So 0 is less than 0.
So it will go to the next item, right?
Yeah,
1
next
is less
item.
than 3.
Come again. क्या बोले हो समीर?
No, I understood now. That will be 1 and so yeah, 0. If 0 is not less than 0, so it will go to 1 is less than 0. Now only.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see this.
0 is less than 4.
Even if the length is equal, it will work. But if I put a 9 also, then it will return a false. So first will be compared with the first one.
Can you make both 0 and 0 both? Left hand side also 0 and right also.
Sure.
There also.
Right. I'll get a false. Because 9 is more than 4. If I make a 1 over here, I'll get a true.
Okay. Got it.
So it compares each element with each element, right? Corresponding element.
No.
Huh?
It will start from left to right. Only if the first element is equal, then it will go to the second. Otherwise, it won't compare the second one.
Yeah.
First element should be equal. Huh?
Sorry?
First element should be equal.
If first element is equal, then it will go to the second and compare the second one.
Okay.
Himanshu, Himanshu,
Yes.
what if all the elements are same in both the case? Then it will go and check for the length of the elements in each case.
Okay, good question. So you want to see if I have a 0, 1, 2 and a 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Then I 0, 1, 2, 3. ये बोल रहे हो? Will it compare the length of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I think so,
But it
yes.
doesn't.
The point is because, yeah, no, if I put a greater than here, what will I get?
Should be false, right?
Yes, then it might compare the length of it, yes. Okay, doesn't matter which how if I add this. Yeah.
Manshu, could you just tell me once again how does it compare element if both are equal? I didn't get that.
See this. So first three are equal. There is no fourth element here. But
No,
there
the
is a
previous example, first example itself.
come again.
The first example itself. I mean,
This one.
yeah.
So it will
If
start
it's
from left to
0,
right.
0.
Left to right, yeah.
So if the first element is same, then it will compare the second one. अगर यहाँ पे 9 है, then forget about it. It will simply give you true. Forget about all the others.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
This can do for string also.
Okay. In a string, it will check the character wise, no? Each character, both the case.
Yes. See this. So J is after A, so it's greater. It's not much useful to leave it. Okay. Sorting list of tuples now. Now it says we can take advantage of the ability to sort a list of tuples to get a sorted version of a dictionary. Let's see this. So it says first we sort the dictionary by the key using the items method, and then sorted function is used. So let's see this now. So my D is A10 B1 C22, right? Then if I use D dot items, I will get a tuple of like this. Okay. Then on this I can use, so now this is a list, not a tuple. So you can use the sorted. Okay. And it will sort as per the keys now. So A, then B, then C. Getting it?
Yes. So it will sort in the ascending order with respect to key values, right?
Right.
ABC.
Sorry. You are done?
Yeah.
Yes.
इसको कर लिया? Okay. Now using sorted. So it says we can do the same process in a better way. We can do this even more directly using the built-in function sorted that takes a sequence as a parameter and returns a sorted sequence. So इसमें हमने क्या किया था? No, what's the difference? Just a second. Yes, so now what we are doing is like, so simply you can use sorted on d dot items, and if you print t, it will give you the sorted t list. And then you can run a loop on this and get the printed value in an sorted order. Otherwise पहले आपको sorted नहीं आता था, right?
Yes.
So that's the benefit of this. I can print a sorted dictionary now. Now let's do this. We can sort by values also instead of key. Okay. How to do that? So rather than key value pair, we can have a value key pair. Because it's a tuple now. So we can do all these mutations, right? So now what I will do is, again, I will create a temporary list, which is an empty list. And then again I will run a loop on the items only, but this time I will append in the list with a v and a key rather than a key and a v. Means value and then a key. करो इसको. Done? Yes or no?
Yes. Done.
Okay, now do this question. In the romeo.txt file that we had earlier, I want you to print the top 10 most frequent words. So basically what you have to do, you have to sort it in reverse order on the basis of values. Right?
Mhm.
Do this quickly. I'm hiding this. करो इसको. Yeah, done. I don't have Romeo.txt. Yes. So these are my words, list of the words. const dot get word comma 0 plus 1, right? Let's say if I print counts, I'll get a, so my dictionary is ready. Now what to do? I want to sort the in for key comma val in const dot items. So now what to do?
I think we need to create one empty list also.
Yes, you have to do that. Sorted d dot items will not work, so I have to create a list first. Temp is a list. Okay. Now what will go in list? Temp dot append a tuple of k comma v comma k, right? And then append is a function, so it will now after the loop temp should be equal to no, yeah, so I have a list of temp. Now I want sorted of tmp reverse is equal to true. See this. Now if I want the first 10 only, right? 0 colon 10, first 10. Done?
Yes.
But Dhimanshu, I'm getting different output.
How is that possible?
What's
No,
the
no.
one?
Getting key values as 22 or
Sorry?
I'm getting all key values as 22. Keep yeah. Instead of 3,
What is
3, 2,
22?
1.
What is 22? Have you taken the sum of something?
No, no.
Yeah, that's correct. So you're not getting the answer, Akshay?
Yeah, I'm
Hello?
getting different output.
Oh shit. ये तो ठीक है, इसको क्या करेंगे, चार्ज ही नहीं है तो इसको लैपटॉप से चार्ज पे लगाता हूँ। कोई खाली है? किसको खाली करो? माउस को खाली करो। इससे चार्ज हो जाता? बैंक भी तो है तेरे पास? हाँ, बैंक भी है, एक ही बात है। Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So Akshay, how come you're getting a different answer now?
Yeah, I got it. I mean, Prabhakar told instead of k comma we have used x.
Okay, what is X here?
So it no. I mean, by mistake I had used
Okay,
something
okay,
else
okay,
instead of.
okay. Fair enough.
But
But
still, sir, he should get error, right? No, sir.
No, he will get error in where? Which command? What is so V is already declared, I think.
No.
No.
He has declared X, but nowhere it used. So
See, if you're not using it, there is no error in that. The error he would have gotten V if V was not declared earlier. I think V might have already declared in the notebook. That's why he's not got an error, right?
Yeah.
mm,
Okay. Here, can we move ahead?
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
So this we have done. Okay. Now the same thing we can do in another way, even in a single line. Okay. So C is my this A10 B1 C22. Okay. Now we have print sorted. Now let's see this. V comma K for KV in C dot items. Let me show you how it works. So I have a dictionary here which has a value as my A value is 22. Then B is 1. So A is 10. Let's see, give it B is 1 and my C is, that's a 10. Okay. Now what I'm doing is, so sorted I can do later. I'll just do this first. V comma K, right? And then for K comma V in C dot items. I always do the same mistake. Yeah, see this. So I've not done the sorting now. I'll do the sorting. I can do the sorting easily now. Sorted.
Himanshu,
Yes.
I think again we can use the zip function by putting all together in the sorted function.
A zip of what?
Again, we can use the zip function that we discussed earlier, no?
राइट बट आपको के वी के तो अलग करना ही पड़ेगा ना. इसमें जिप तो सीड आइटम्स इज ऑलरेडी जिप्ड.
Yeah, so right now our output is what? I mean, we first sorted and then we interchange the key and value, right?
Right.
Okay, so same thing we can use in using the zip function also now. We can use the
Zip of
comma,
what? Which element will you zip?
C dot value.
Okay, so you're trying to reverse it first. That's what you're saying?
Then all together we can put inside the sorted function.
Okay, I got your point. So you want to say, I'll change this. I'll do V comma K, right?
No, we don't have to use v comma k again. No,
Just a second.
sorted.
Just a second. So you're telling that I use a zip of first c dot
C dot
values,
well.
right, and then c dot keys.
Yeah.
So I've zipped it.
Yeah.
Then I have to use a list function on it, otherwise it will not work.
Yes.
Okay, are the brackets open now? Now it will work. Yes, that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. See, my objective was to show something else here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I got it. Yeah.
So I wanted to show you that only sorted of list v comma k for k comma v in c dot items. This should be a tuple, otherwise it will throw up an error. Yes, now see this. Okay. So now if you look at this code, now say this is called list comprehension. It's like a shortcut for creating a list. So for you have to suppose you have to create a list which has 100 values, 1 to 100. Okay. So what you can do is like you can create a list I for I in 1 colon 101, right? And then let's say print it. Sorry, no, range will again directly हो जाएगा उससे तो फिर. So better example, let me show you some better examples. So this is what is called list comprehension to create a dynamic list, and that's what we are going to discuss next. Okay, and it was in my dictionary code. Yes. See this. Let's do a few quick functions. I want to create a list of all the even numbers up to 100 using list comprehensions. Okay, or I want to print the square of all the values from 0 to 9. How to do that? Okay, try doing this now. Meanwhile, let me open list comprehensions. Yes. So how to create a list of How to create list of all the squares? X square for x in range of 10. Right. So this is very handy. Otherwise, you can do it using of course we are going to use for loop, but this is a very smart syntax and you can easily do it. But don't put in very complex things, Ajib. It's because it's difficult to understand the syntax here. So, or if I want to print only the even numbers, x for x in range of 100
fx modulus 2.
if x percentage 2 is equal to 0. Let's see if it works. It works. So there's no columns, nothing. Right? It's like just an English statement.
English statement we can.
So this is only for creating lists, right? So I have to say, so which values are going to fix should be first. So I want to fix x, and then the range for, and then if you have any additional constraint, you can put after that. Okay. Where's that file? Yeah. So we have done this. We have done this. You've done the events. Okay. Okay. So now what I want you to do is like I want you to print a list of all the prime numbers from 1 to 50. Okay, it's a bit difficult. I want to print all the prime numbers from 1 to 50. How to do that? So what is the prime number?
Those who have only two factors.
The 1 and the number itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, divided by one number.
So now what should I do? How to check for prime numbers? See, what I can do is like I have numbers till 50 only, right? So let's first select all the non-primes. Create a list of non-primes first, which are not prime. Okay. So if a number is a non-prime, it will be a factor of at least one number from 2 to 8.
Yes.
Why only 8?
Because
Because 7 square is
if you
49 and 8 square is 64. Since I have to go up to 50 only, that's why it's 7 square plus 1, right? So the maximum number that I could generate is 7 cross 7 as a multiple of two numbers. Okay. We don't even need to check for 8. Also 7 is with the maximum. Because if 50 can be written as, so anyways 2. 48 is 8 cross 6, so anyways it's gone. Let's say 47 is again a prime, right? So I should check for divisibility from 2 to 7, right? X for x in range of 50. not 50, 1 to 50, let's say. Okay, and then if, now what to do? How to check for multiple, if it is number, if divisible by multiple numbers or not. Yes, think about this. I think we had this in our dictionary.
X divided by the same number x and divided by 1.
Sorry?
It will be divided by the same number and divided by 1, and it should not be divisible by, with both, I think prime number is it will be 2 factor only, so it will be either divided by 1 equal to 0 and it will be same number, like we
See,
discussed
what we can do is like, we can do like this. So so now there were two loops here, nested loops. So for I in range of 2 to 8, so I will vary from 2 to 7. And j will vary from I square to 50 with a step of I. So I square will start from 4 to 50 with a step of 2. So all the numbers of 2, all the, what do you say, multiples of 2 will be covered. Right? 4, then 6, then 8 up to 50 will cover, right? Then, so it's not I square, it's I into 2. So it will start from 4 anyways, right? Now we have 3. So it will be 6 to 50, but multiples of 3. So we have 6, we have, then what we have 9 and so on. Right? Getting this? So now in this way what we are checking is, we are checking for all the multiples of that number. Do this now. Or simply if g Hello. I cross 2 comma comma 50 comma I. See this now. This is not a very efficient way because it's printing so many multiple values. Let me check that what they have done. J is this for J and I. Yes, I've done the same thing. Can there be efficient method for this? Then we have primes is equal to list of I for I in range of 50 if I not in non-primes, and then primes. Oh, I'm getting, how can I get a 0 now? So it should be 1 to 50. Yeah. Sorry, again wrong. 2 to 50. 1 is not a prime. Yes, done. Yes. So I would not suggest you to write nested loops and all using this list comprehension. It should be only restricted to some basic functionalities. Okay.
Yeah.
Any doubt so far?
No.
So you can do, so you can use it for strings also, right? So for example, now we have this string. Okay, now convert it into a list. So this is my list now. So I want to print every word in uppercase, lowercase, and the length of each word. Okay, so it can be easily done like this. W upper, W lower, len of W for W inverse, and I'll get this like a list. Clear? Then let me show you one other function called enumerate now. Samir, हो रहा है?
Yeah.
So enumerate is like is very useful when if you want we want to also see how much, like what is the count, how many counts the loop is running for. So अपने को क्या करना पड़ता है? We have to use count is equal to count plus 1 and all that stuff, right? So for example, I have a list. Let's say this is my list of primes, right? I want to run a loop in this, but I want to also see like how many prime numbers are there. So what I can do is like I can write for n comma I, okay, in enumerate of primes, okay, and then print I, and after the loop print n. See this. So it is printed the numbers, and then the count also is printed, that is 14. So if you want to use the count also somewhere else, you can use it.
Okay.
It can work upon dictionaries also. Okay, JJ is not defined. Is any dictionary defined? We have counts defined, right? See this, the words, and it has run 25 times.
Anshu, क्या करता है? What it does? Enumerates. Could you just explain once again?
See, usually what we do is like we run a loop on a element of a list or dictionary, right?
हाँ.
So it will take all the values and run one at a time. जैसे यहाँ पे 2, 3, 5 सब ये सब किया था हमने, right? But now I also want to get the output as what is the count, means how many times the loop is running.
Okay. हाँ.
So I am taking the count as output n. So it will return two values, n and I. So this is again a tuple. So you can write it like this. So I will run across the loop, and n will keep the count of the loop. See this. Let's print n within a loop. देखो array 0 but 1 Juliet 2. So n is like simply like अच्छा हम करते हैं ना, count is equal to 0 then count is equal to count plus 1. तो count कितनी बार हमारा loop चल रहा है, जैसे while loop हो गया, कितनी बार चलेगा, तो we use a counter in it, right? So you don't have to do that counter separately. You can simply built in within the Python using enumerate function. So किसी भी आप ऑब्जेक्ट पे आप वो काउंटर ऑटोमेटिकली चला सकेंगे. Okay. So we have seen list comprehensions, we have seen enumerates. These are some special functions, right? Now there is one more thing. Is it here? No, it's not here. I don't have asked. We have is okay. This we'll discuss. This is lambda. ओके ये कैसे इसका then we have one more special function okay which are called lambda, and then we have in lambda we have map, filter and reduce. Okay, so lambda is a short way of defining a function. Let's create one more file here. Let me do here only. So usually how we define a function, we have that function and def and all that stuff, right? Now I want to create a function that adds two numbers, so which we can easily create using this lambda function. So what I will do is add lambda x comma y, the arguments, and then x plus y. Okay, and then add, it will do that. Yeah, so lambda is a shortcut for creating a small function. Okay, now let's see some other examples. Now we suppose you have to sort a list. Okay, now this is a list of tuples. Now I want to sort it on the basis of second element, not the first but the second element. Okay, so what I will do, I'll use a dot sort and then I'll use this lambda. ऐसा करते हैं, इसको नेक्स्ट क्लास में लेते हैं थोड़ा डिटेल में, क्योंकि इसमें आपको मुझे मैप भी सिखाना है और मैप फिल्टर रिड्यूस भी सिखाना है. These are again very handy functions.
सर
Yes.
सर आज के पीडीएफ और वो जो भी जितने भी एचटीएमएल फाइल है सब सेंड कर सकते हैं सर.
मैं कर देता हूँ आपको अभी.
लिंक थोड़ा पेस्ट कर दीजिए चैट विंडो में,
ये वाला अभी कर देता हूँ मैं आपको. So आज हमने क्या क्या देखा? We have seen tuples, we have seen dictionaries, we have seen list comprehensions. Okay. Next class we'll so it's almost we are done with the basics of Python now. The next class we'll start with NumPy. Okay.
So sir, next weekend में सर क्या हो जाएगा? NumPy and Pandas.
No, I don't think it both will be finished. I think NumPy will be done, and we might start with Matplotlib.
Matplotlib.
Right. Yeah.
सर वो कुछ Seaborn पैकेज भी होता है क्या सर?
हाँ, तो Seaborn बेसिकली क्या होता है कि Matplotlib is like what you call the जैसे अपना ggplot होता है ना R में, और एक प्लॉट होता है R में, राइट? तो इसमें भी जो इसमें क्या होता है, लेयर्स होती हैं.
Okay.
Means if you have to draw a figure, so you have to have a background of it, right?
Okay.
उसके ऊपर आपका वो रहता है, आप एक एक्सिस ड्रॉ करते हो x, y, और उसके ऊपर आप फिगर ड्रॉ करते हैं, राइट?
ओके
सो नाउ होता है कि जो सीबॉर्न है या प्लॉटली है, ये सिर्फ के ऊपर की लेयर है. Means like you have a one
ओके
class of one library which does all the plotting. Now to interact with that library, you can have multiple packages. So one package is Plotly, one package is Seaborn, one package is PyPlot, the one which we are going to study. One package is Boca. There can be so many. वो सब ऊपर की चीजें इंटरफेस चेंज हो रही हैं, समझ लो. They are all built up on the
Okay.
top of Matplotlib only. Okay?
Yes.
ठीक है. आप लोगों को क्या क्या चाहिए था मैं भेज देता हूँ. यार मूडल का कुछ भरोसा नहीं है. लास्ट टाइम मैंने आपको क्या क्या भेजा था, उसमें नहीं था क्या ये सब?
नहीं सर वो
नहीं
नहीं
आज तो थोड़ा कुछ
देखो मैंने आपको इटरेशंस भेज दिया था, लिस्ट भेज दिया था, फंक्शंस भेज दिया था, फाइल्स भेज दिया, राइट? उसके बाद का नहीं भेजा. मैं एक बार चेक कर लेता हूँ इनको कैसे भेजा था यशवंत को. मैं आपको ऐसे मल्टीपल फॉरवर्ड नहीं होते क्या ये? अरे रे. ओके एक करके फॉरवर्ड करता जाता हूँ फटाफट. Yeah, let me do one thing. Let me stop the recording.